Oh, hey y'all. I honestly don't even know how to start this video besides saying like thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the comment and the love, the support. It's been crazy to see you guys are interested, and it's really crazy to see that I'm impacting single moms, single dads. We live in this box where it's like you see what others do and you think that's like, okay, I need to do that. But when you see someone else like single mom joining the military, moving to Hawaii, have no family members, and you're like, well, how did you do it, right? You're like, who are you? What motivates you? What are you thinking, And I feel like this video has been long overdue, which is telling my story, because I feel like I could relate to many people, and I'm nobody like special. I don't come from like, oh, my dad joined the military, so here I am joining the military. My grandpa fought in World War II, so here I am joining the military. No. Let me just start off by saying I'm the very first one in my family to join the military. So there's that. And I'm a single mother. So there's that. So I just feel like it's very important for me to share my story, because if I'm already impacting people, once I tell my story, you're gonna see that you can do it all. Like, you really can do anything you set your mind to. Like, there's no impossibilities, there's no barriers, there's nothing that can absolutely stop you, and you don't have to live according to like, well, my auntie is doing this, so I have to do it too because that's just the way to do it. No, you can be different. So I just want to say thank you, and I want to tell my story. So I just want to start off with saying that I am from Long Beach, California, LBC. So a lot of people don't know Long Beach, California, but it's not the best place to grow up in. I mean, what place is, right? But it's not the place where like you wake up one day and you're like, I'm gonna be, joining the military. I don't know. It just really isn't. I was from a rough neighborhood, and where you see people depending on welfare, living on food stamps, getting pregnant with multiple men, just, you already know, like doing drugs, being in gangbangs, going to jail, just everything. And so that's my background. And on top of that, I am Mexican. I was gonna say Mexican. Oh my God, I was gonna say Mexican. Can you not? I am Mexican. So I grew up speaking only Spanish, like absolutely only Spanish. I need a translator in school. Homework was like, oh my God, I have PTSD from freaking doing homework, because like my parents didn't speak any English and I didn't speak English, and we were like, oh my God, this is all new to all of us. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, how are you even gonna get to first grade? Like, oh my God. So there's that. I didn't speak any English. I was behind on reading, obviously, because I didn't speak the language. So yeah, school was interesting. I needed a translator. And that's like a little bit of my background. Now, growing up, I have a very dysfunctional family. Mom, forgive me, but my mom was crazy. Like, my dad was crazy and my mom was crazier. So like, I would see a whole lot of fighting, like fighting. You just hit. My mom is feisty. She's feisty, so I saw a whole lot of fighting, a whole lot of like things thrown, things being said, just crazy stuff. So I didn't come from like a very like lovey-dovey, where they like tell you I love you, any hugs, any rewards, any you're amazing and you're gonna be someone in life, and I believe in you. Like, no, none of that was ever said to me, ever. If anything, I was like, why don't you get it? I explained to it 5 times, or like, you know, stuff like that. So already having self-doubt, you know, already having you know, that negative mindset, like, you know, you don't know what you want in life, you don't know who you're gonna be, you don't know nothing. Going into middle school, high school, I was a very troublesome child. I would skip school, I wouldn't go, I would ditch. I just didn't want to be in school. I was like, get me out of here. Where's the function? What are we doing? You know, drinking every night, waking up the next day. Whenever I felt like it, I would go to school. It was bad. It was bad, bad, bad. And then I got into a very abusive relationship. He was older than me, and we lived together. And it was bad. Like, I had no one to rely on because, like I said, my growing up was crazy. So I pretty much just stuck around, and I got called every name on the book. I got, you know, verbally abusive, physically abused. Like, if I was already down here, that relationship brought me like down here. Like, I was like completely gone. Like, my soul is no longer here. I am nobody. Everything hurts. I couldn't, you know, I had like, I don't know what I wanted in life. Like, I was a mess. I was a mess. I was like just done. Like, I couldn't even eat. Like, I was just done as a human being. Like, I was just breathing, living on earth, but like me as a person, my soul, it was completely gone. Like, completely gone. If you ever been through an abusive relationship, you know what I mean. Like, you're just like, you're gone. And then I met my son's father, which in a way was, you know, a distraction from like just everything that I was going through, like just everything. And he was the very opposite, you know. I was like very down, very like to myself, very reserved, very quiet, because I was like so hurt inside. And he was like very outspoken, very outgoing, very funny, very like, he wasn't shy, and I looked up to that. So I was attracted to what I didn't have, what I wanted, what I needed. And that's how I fell for my son's father. 2 months later, I get pregnant. Obviously, it wasn't, you know, planned. And that's when like everything snapped at me. I was like, oh my God, like I'm bringing a kid into this world. I have like no job, no college. Like, I have to do something with my life. Like, I need to do something. Like, you know, like the mom instinct like kicked in, and I was like, I need to do something with my life because I can't afford a kid. If, you know, if the kid comes, like I can't afford it. Like, I don't even work. So then I went to college, dental assisting. It was like the fast 9-month course. I was like, perfect, let's do it. I remember not even being able to pay for the monthly payments. So what I would do is I would clean houses on the side, and then I got, you know, restaurant jobs. So I was like working in the morning, going to school in the afternoon, and then working at night while pregnant. It was crazy, but I think like being pregnant was like a motivation for me, and also like it gave me hope, because like I mentioned before, like I felt like I was nobody. I felt like my soul was gone. I felt like I didn't have a purpose, and then now I'm pregnant. Now I have a purpose. Now I have a goal. Now, I want better for myself. So that's what happened. I graduated. I became a dental assistant. Did it. Cool. Me and my son's father didn't work out. We tried. We lived together for 3 years. I think I never had the chance to properly heal, and I think maybe he was going through some things that he was going through. He didn't help me financially at all whatsoever, which is why I left. I was like, practically basically already single. If I'm paying the bills, paying my son's daycare, buying my son's clothes, I'm practically already single. So it's like, what's the point of being together if we're not a family, And I really tried, and I think it really broke me that I come from a broken family, and now I'm passing it on to my son, and it's like a cycle, And I didn't want that. I really tried with all my heart to keep this family. I went to college, and I got us a place, and it didn't work out. Not to mention that I was staying like in a garage, concrete floor, mattress on the floor, fridge leaking. Like my living conditions were not the best. So when I tell you like I tried for my family, I tried. And if you're from California or any like big city, getting getting a place to live is like fucking insane. Sorry, but it is. It's like you gotta pay like 10 times the rent, and you gotta have like 700 credit score, and you gotta pay for all these applications. Like every adult has to pay per application, and you have to apply for all these apartments, and you have to wait only to get denied. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane how that works. I absolutely hate it, and I think that's disgusting. But that's how it was. How am I gonna have 700 credit score when I'm only 21 at that time? Like I'm barely starting. Like I had the money because I was a dental assistant, but I didn't have a perfect credit score, so obviously I wasn't getting rented anywhere. And I think that's disgusting. I think that's horrible to even charge you to later get denied for an application. It's horrible. It's horrible. Anyways, that's a little bit of, my background. I left my son's father, moved to Washington State. And when I got there, I was like, oh my God, like broken family, I have a son, and I'm back living with a family member. Like I'm no longer on my own. And I was like, oh my God, that feeling like you're not independent and you have a kid already, it's a horrible feeling. So I started looking for jobs for dental assistant, but I already knew that either you have to have your CDA or you have to have a certification in Washington for dental assisting, because California is one thing, Washington's another thing. So you can't just, be a dental assistant in a different state when you have a license to be in California. It's confusing, but that's how it works. And then, so I was like trying to figure out how I can get the certification. It was like $300, I think, or something like that. And I was just like, and then next door was the military office, and I was gonna join the army. Every time I tell people that, I'm like, what? Yes, I was gonna join the army, And then when I went in there, they were like, if you join, you have to give up custody of your child. Then I was like, that's why I'm joining, for my child. So I was like, nope. Next door was Air Force. So then I was like, knock knock. And then I just signed up, and I was like, I didn't know if I could get in. You know, I'm like 20 freaking 5. I thought I was already old, done, like, you know, only young people go, only 18-year-olds. Like, I'm like, I haven't even been to high school in so long. You gotta take the ASVAB. I was like, I don't know if I could get in. I really don't. I really don't. And one thing, you know, pass the ASVAB, go to MEPS, pass MEPS. Next thing you know, you're swearing in. Next thing you know, you're in boot camp. It was like, oh my God, I'm really in. And that's just how it happened. I started with like, I don't know if I could get in. And next thing you know, I'm really in. And here I am. Here I am in Hawaii, away from family, raising a kid by myself. And it's pretty crazy. It's not easy. But I will say that they really do help you. They really do. Either whether it's with like appointments, like, you know, your son has to go to the dentist, your son, you know, got sick, you're sick, you know, they allow you to stay home. Whether it's mental health, you're overwhelmed, I need someone to talk to, this is too much. They have those resources. Whether it is you have no furniture, like me, I had absolutely no freaking furniture. They have things like where they loan furniture or where they give furniture. They have like all these resources, like I can't even explain. That's just like the surface. You meet all these great people. I made so many connections with people. And it's very humbling to be here. I'm very grateful because of how my upbringing was. So yeah, guys, that's just a little bit of my story. If you guys stuck around, thank you. And like I said, you really don't have to have your shit together to be somebody. Like, you really don't. You can be anyone. And if you want to do that thing, then do it, because you really can do it. And I hope that anyone who needed to hear this feels inspired, feels motivated. Honestly, you can do it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking. I'm sorry for the lack of posting, sorry for the lack of editing. It's, you know, I'm currently in my upgrade training, so I'm currently like in school type thing, being a mom. I feel like I clean every freaking day, and I really don't catch a break. And today I had time, so I was like, let me do a little life update / my story. So I really hope that, you know, you guys become inspired, and whatever it is you guys want to do, whether it's like join the military or start a business, anything, become a writer, become an astronaut, fly, you can do it all. But that's it for today. Toodles!